Session 2 of Module 3 of the elective paper Entrepreneurship Development of 4th semester of Mangalore University. Session 2 is about capital structure. The contents are meaning of capital structure, definition, types or components of capital structure, optimal capital structure. Capital structure comprises of two words, that is capital and structure. The word capital refers to the investment of funds in business, while structure means arrangement of different components in proper proportion. A company can raise its capital from different sources, that is owned capital, borrowed capital, or both. To decide capital structure means deciding the ratio of owned capital. Owned capital is equity shares, preference shares, and reserves and surplus. And borrowed capital, that is debentures, loans, etc. Capital structure is the debt equity combination in the aggregate capital of the company to finance the firm's assets. Debt and equity differ in cost and risk. From the viewpoint of the company raising funds, debt is considered to be a reasonable source than equity capital. However, debt also raises the financial risk of the company as against equity. Let us see the definition of capital structure by John J. Hampton. A firm's capital structure is the relation between the debt and equity securities that makes up the firm's financing of its assets. According to R.H. Wessel, capital structure is the long-term sources of funds employed in a business enterprise. According to Weston and Brigham, capital structure is the permanent financing of firm represented by long-term debt, preferred stock, and net worth. The term capital structure means financing mix. It refers to the proportion of different securities raised by a firm for long-term finance. Types or components of capital structure. Capital structure refers to the mix of sources from which the long-term funds required by a business are raised. Following are the components of capital structure. The ideal capital structure is one where a company is able to finance all its operations and needs with equity. Many successful companies have also considered determining their capital structure by the cost of capital. Great managers are able to consistently reduce their weighted average cost of capital by increasing productivity. It is an example of issue of long-term debt by way of corporate bonds. So the components of capital structure are equity share capital, preference share capital, retained earnings, and debt capital. Now let us study them one by one. First is equity share capital. Equity share capital is the basic source of financing activities of business. It bears ultimate risk associated with the ownership. So it is also called as owner's capital. Equity shares carry dividend at a fluctuating rate depending upon the profits earned by the company. Equity capital usually consists of two sources. One is contributed capital or the money invested in the business by the purchase of shares of stock. The other is ownership and retained earnings or the profits from previous years kept by the company and used to strengthen its financial position or to fund growth, expansion and acquisition. Second is preference share capital. Preference, as the name itself says, preference shares enjoy preferential right over equity shares with fixed rate of dividend. Preference shareholders have limited voting rights. Retained earnings. The amount of the profit retained by the company for meeting future financial needs and for expansion of the firm is known as retained earnings. It is nothing but plowing back of profits. So if a company earns the profits, the company is supposed to distribute the profit among the shareholders, which is called as payment of dividend. But instead of paying 100% dividend, if the company retains some profit for its future development, then that portion is called as retained earnings. Next is debt capital. It includes debentures and term loans. A debenture is a certificate of loan that the company is liable to pay a specified amount with interest at an agreed rate. Term loans are provided by banks and other financial institutions at a fixed rate of interest. It refers to the borrowed money. Long-term bonds are generally considered the safest kind of debt capital because the company has years or even decades to come up with the principal while paying only interest until the bond's maturity. Other sources of debt capital can include short-term commercial paper. The cost of debt capital in the capital structure will depend on the company's balance sheet at the time it issues bonds to the lenders. The next concept is optimal capital structure. Optimum capital structure. So optimal or optimum capital structure implies that a particular ratio between debt and equity, the cost of capital is minimum and the value of the firm is maximum. When a company decides to raise money, it can choose between debt and equity. Using mostly equity to fund the purchase of assets is considered using lower leverage, while using mostly debt is considered higher leverage. Optimal capital structure is one that maximizes value of business, minimizes overall cost of capital, that is flexible, simple and futuristic, that ensures adequate control on affairs of the business by the owners. Capital structure is usually planned keeping in view the interests of the equity shareholders. The equity shareholders are the ultimate owners of the company and have the right to elect the directors. While developing an optimal capital structure for the company, the financial manager should aim at maximizing the long-term market price of equity shares. The optimum capital structure may be defined as that capital structure or a debt equity mix that leads to maximum value of the firm. It maximizes the value of the company and hence the wealth of its owners and minimizes the company's cost of capital. Thus, every business enterprise should aim at achieving the optimal capital structure and also try to maintain it. Thank you.